What up, Twitches?
Hey, yo, Lost in Hip Hop, we back.
Shout out to J57.
Word, shout out to J57. Mickey Knox,
Gracious.
DJ Concept, we got Mr. Menza.
Of course.
Every Wednesday night, we are here, 9 to 11. Brought to you by Ewing Athletics. Check them out, ewingathletics.com.
We got a lyrical assassin in the building
That's a fact.
tonight. And been doing it for a minute. Rasheed Chappell, what up?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we are Lost in Hip Hop. Sponsored by Ewing Athletics.
Sponsored by Ewing Athletics.
You see the good dad gangs back there?
You see
Yep.
the E-wings in the back?
Your rap name,
Yes.
is that your real name?
Yes, sir.
Why did you choose to go
Because
with
I don't gotta hide behind nothing.
All right.
Stand on it.
All right.
Yo, that's
man.
incredible.
And it's a cool name.
We gotta turn the volume a little bit.
We good? We
It's
good?
It's a cool name.
I
It
agree.
is.
I like it.
It
I'm
is.
It's
not
a
mad
cool
at it.
rap name.
Yeah. When I first heard it, I'm like, Dave Chappelle, right? So it's like, how many times have you ever in your career just been somebody's mentioned Dave Chappelle with the Rasheed Chappelle?
This makes the 1 millionth time right now. Absolutely.
I mean, you said it in a joint.
Yeah.
No
Rasheed
relation.
Chappelle, no relation to Dave.
But at the same time, it does ring. Like it's like when you hear it, it's you hear like it's
Yeah, no
notoriety in a
No
sense. You know
doubt.
what I'm saying?
I
But the
get
fact that it's your real government name, that's ill.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I appreciate it.
So your very first album, Future Before Nostalgia,
Yeah.
that was fully produced by Kenny Dope.
The legend. Yes,
It
absolutely.
really is.
Crazy.
I've
Out
been,
the gate.
I really out the gate because I say it because as a DJ, I've been following Kenny Dope, Masters at Work for years. I had never heard of you before. That came out 2011.
2011.
I
Yeah.
had never ever seen you before, and then you come out with a full album produced by Kenny Dope.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I'm nice. No,
It's a fact. It's true.
Nah, for sure.
Nah, I was working with this producer by the name of Malik. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he has this open crate series that he does in Jersey. And he was working at Strictly Rhythm Records.
Okay.
And so Kenny was doing work out of Strictly Rhythm, and we were just working on some stuff. And I remember I recorded in his closet, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna play your stuff for Kenny Dope." And I'm like, "Okay, I don't know who the fuck Kenny is."
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And so he played it. Kenny liked it, and then he was like, "Yo, Kenny want to meet you." And then from there, it was on.
That's because it's like Kenny Dope don't do hip hop.
He does though. That's what
I know he does, but he hasn't
Yeah,
released
yeah.
hip hop in a long,
Yeah,
long time.
I was the first person that he had ever done a full project with.
Wow.
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
So forgive me. Who is Kenny Dope?
Again, legend.
Kenny what?
Kenny Dope, D-O-P.
Yeah.
Okay. And
you
what has he
talk-
done?
You talking about legendary 80s, 90s house music, Masters at Work.
Michael Jackson,
Yeah,
Janet Jackson,
Madonna.
Luther
Wow.
Vandross.
Okay.
Right.
So I would see how you could say like you didn't really do hip hop. That's what you're saying.
I've always known he did hip hop because I followed him. But when for Rasheed Chappell to come out the gate with a full album, that's
Okay.
that's saying something. You know, that for me, it took notice for me.
Yeah.
Understood.
And,
And this
you know-
was your first publication of anything like professional?
Yeah,
Like,
I guess, yeah. You know,
wow,
doing stuff on the street.
So to understand the magnitude of
That's
that,
crazy.
I mean, that is
Right.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it got a lot of love from the DJs.
Yes.
Because they were like, what is this? You know, so in the DJ community, I still receive a lot of love because of that.
That's cool.
I mean, can we
What
take
year
it?
was that?
2011.
Okay.
Can we take it back before that though?
Well, I was just about to
Go
go
ahead.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, for
because
sure.
this is
Yeah,
Lost in
like,
Hip Hop,
I-
and we like to really bring it back
Yeah,
to
for
like
sure.
the beginning.
yeah, we like to go to like what inspired you to become a rapper, or like what were your first like music thoughts? You know what
Right,
I'm
when
saying?
you first heard hip hop, you fell in love with it. What year was that? What song was that?
I mean, I would assume the first record that I heard was probably like maybe Planet Rock or something like that as a kid at a party or something like that. But like the record that made me like fall in love with hip hop probably would be like Lottie Dottie.
Okay.
You know, my cousin
Yeah.
Lateef is a little bit older than me, and he had like a very slight speech impediment. So he would do the beatbox and make me do the rhyme. So that might be the very
Nice.
Okay.
first record that made me fall in love with hip hop.
There you
But
go.
I wasn't into rap until later.
Okay.
Like I didn't start writing rhymes till like 14. Like I
Right.
wasn't.
Okay.
I was into R&B.
And what? Just one
Did you
day
sing?
was in
Were
your
you
room?
singing?
No, I can't sing, but you know, I thought I could.
So one day you're in your room, just busted out a rap.
Nah,
That's what I'm saying. What made you want to start actually rapping?
it was I think between sophomore and junior year of high school,
Okay.
my cousin was like, yo, we should be in a talent show. And I'm like, all right, what we gonna do? He's like, rap. And so that's exactly how it happened. It was no,
You're like, all right, I'm
And hadn't really rapped or written raps before that?
nah. I had never wrote a rap prior to that. So I remember going to my boy Coop's house, and we're in an attic, and it was actually me and Worldwide, Tyshawn Ray, rest in peace. And we sitting on the floor, and I just wrote my fucking first rhyme.
Wow.
Yeah, I still
For a
remember
talent
it.
show. How did the talent show
We
turn out?
won.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes,
we
he did.
We won. But to even crazier, my DJ at the time, he was really good friends with DJ K Def. You know who that is? You probably
Oh
did.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. K Def is from Passaic, where I'm from.
All right.
And so the beat that we rapped over was a K Def beat.
Wow.
So it was, it was like he used to sell tapes and like we had a little spot in Passaic called Record City, and he used to sell tapes there. So we had access to what he was going to put on the tape before anybody else. So we produced by K Def. And I was like, oh,
yeah.
it's crazy.
Tell me about Passaic. Like, is it a hip hop driven area?
I mean, now it's probably 85% Latino. But when I was growing up there, it was probably 50-50. So it was a lot of influence from Caribbean. It was a lot of influence from unfortunately we called everybody Puerto Rican. They could have been Dominican, Cuban, but everybody was Puerto Rican at the time.
Italians do. They call it. Every Spanish person to an Italian is Puerto Rican.
Yeah. So it was that, but hip hop was definitely very alive and well, and specifically in my projects where I grew up, but all throughout the city. But my dad would be in Brooklyn a lot. So coming to New York, I would see the trains, I would see the kids break dancing, I would see all of it. So I don't ever not remember hip hop.
Right.
Gotcha. Well, New Jersey is obviously rich in legacy in terms
Facts.
of Naughty by Nature, Redman. So I'm assuming these guys I don't know how far is Passaic from where all this
15
Newark. Yeah. So all that had to have some sort of influence on you.
Not the way that you would think.
Really?
Yeah. No. Those weren't much respect to Redman, much respect to Naughty by Nature, Queen Latifah, but those weren't like the artists that I gravitated towards. You know what I mean? And it's not that I didn't like the music. I just told KG not too long ago that 1983 I think is fucking a phenomenal album.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Yeah, crazy good.
He doesn't get enough props as a producer.
I agree.
When they mention the greatest producers of all time, KG
for sure.
has got to be up in the conversation. But for some reason,
you know why a lot of his hits outside of Naughty are R&B records.
That shows how good of a producer he
right,
is.
and it does. But that's why he gets left out of the hip hop producer,
the hip hop side.
Right.
Yeah. But meanwhile, songs like UNITY, like things like this.
Unbelievable.
I mean, all the hip hop parade, OPP,
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Guard Your Grill, Knuckle Up.
So I'm sorry, you said you was talking with him, KG, saying
Yeah, I recently told him that, I thought that album was incredible.
Yeah.
I told Redman to his face how I feel about him. So it wasn't that I wasn't into it. It's just that wasn't what I gravitated towards. Ironically enough, I was a huge EPMD fan. Huge.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Huge EPMD fan.
Obsessed with EPMD, yeah.
And
That's
then
so
my uncle
So let me ask you this. I'm sorry, but who did you prefer at the time when they both were on top? Would you a PMD or an Eric, on the record? You know what I mean? Were you waiting for E's verse or P's verse? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean the answer could be both too.
Yeah, it was. They played well off each other.
Yeah,
they really they remind me not in rhyme content, but a Fife and Tip.
Yeah,
they really play very well off of each other.
I'll be honest.
To
me, you can see the difference once they went solo. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I agree.
But was it the 1998 when they got back together? Was that
Back in
more,
business?
or was it that run when it was strictly?
By 98 I was someplace else.
Okay.
By 98 I was just into other shit by that time.
Okay, so EPMD's an influence.
LL Cool J.
You saying something about your uncle? I'm sorry.
Oh, my uncle is he had a record deal back in the day.
Oh,
And huge Rakim fan.
Okay.
Huge Rakim fan, right? So I was just telling somebody this. He went to Hampton University, so he would take us down to Virginia in the summertime. and I don't want to say the artist, but I was a big fan of this particular artist, and I remember, I don't know why I was in the front seat. I don't know why I was designated to be in the front seat, but I'm controlling the radio at the time, and I was like, yo, this rapper is the greatest rapper of all time.
Got you.
And my uncle looked at me and said, yo, shut the fuck up and put Rakim on. And he don't curse.
Right.
Wow.
And he put Rakim on, and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I might be wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I could be wrong about my
I might
analysis.
have been mistaken.
Yeah, I could, but yeah. So
hilarious.
so Rakim, I was a huge fan of Rakim, and then Nas, Tribe, Wu.
Yeah. The natural progression.
Black Thought.
Yeah.
The Roots was.
Oh, for sure.
The song Silent Treatment actually changed my whole trajectory of everything that I do.
Got
Why
you.
is that?
Because he was just as nice as Mob, just as nice as these other guys, but he went someplace vulnerable.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit. So I could talk about the projects, but I could, if I want to go this way, I could go that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. He definitely expanded all minds.
Yeah.
Black
Oh,
Thought.
I mean, one of them. I say it all the time. He's like underrated, but he shouldn't be. But he is, but he isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like
I think at this time he's not underrated. I think he's gotten his flower. Everybody knows.
well, yeah, I guess.
Sure.
Everybody knows. He's
Amongst
one of
his peers, he'll be mentioned. But if you ask the everyday rap fan, hip hop fan, they're not going to put him in the top.
Yeah, they're
10,
not going to say Black Thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all opinion. at the
He's
end of
in
the
my
day,
top
you know what I'm
five.
saying? Yeah, for sure.
Me too.
For sure.
Okay, so we know that 2012 this album came out, right? We're talking about the Kenny Dope album.
Yeah.
2011.
2011. Yeah.
2011.
Mhm.
Okay. But prior to that, professionally, where were you at when you decided to drop an album professionally? Was it that working with him was the deciding factor?
No.
Okay.
I have been pursuing, deals previous to that. I had like a little situation with this indie label called Stance Records. Submitted them the music, but it never came out. I had there's a long period where I was working with the management team of Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, cool.
And so we were shopping deals.
Nice.
And we sat in meetings with Sony, Atlantic, a couple different people. We had a deal on the table at Raucous. Like
Whoa.
literally, like if it was a Thursday, we were gonna sign that Monday, but that Monday is when they actually closed the
That was
doors
it.
at Raucous.
Man, we've heard a
Wow.
couple stories like that. What year
Yeah.
was that?
This had to be 2003.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
man.
when MCA brought them out.
Yeah. I mean,
So if all things go right, you come out in 2003 or it's 4. type of thing.
2000, somewhere around that time.
Wow.
So this lull, in the sense of when you actually did drop, did you become more inspired or uninspired? Was there a time where you were like, I don't want to do this, or this is gonna happen, or
It's so funny you say that. I've never, ever fallen out of love with music. Like when people that I know stop doing it, I stay away from them. I don't even want that energy around me.
wow,
Yeah.
Like even producers that I haven't read, they're like, oh yeah, I'm not really, I'm like, I get off the phone. Like I no bullshit. I swear on everything I love.
Yeah.
On, Menza, on everything I love.
I got you.
I don't even
That's
entertain
it?
the
Just cut it right
I don't
there?
even entertain the conversation.
Done?
Because that's not where I'm at.
So
with
give me
it.
an example of when you have to cut a conversation short. What's the actual?
I holler at you. Like that's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Nah, I haven't
if
done
he
that.
says that.
and the holla at you means like I'll never holla
that's
at you.
it. Like, because this is like boxing and football. Like
Absolutely.
you don't play.
Yeah, you
You
really
have to
can't.
stay. If you're not
Yeah.
doing it, then
Yeah, you're right. Because like in baseball and basketball, you can kind of hide, within, but football will expose you.
absolutely.
Boxing will expose you.
If your heart's not in it,
Yeah,
nah,
for
then
sure.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I got you. Well, that's an interesting perspective. Yo, we are live on Twitches.
Word.
Whoa, Twitch.
Word,
Twitcher.
word.
Shout out to the Twitches.
Word.
Wednesdays from 9 to 11.
Yeah.
Sponsored by You and Athletics. Go
Word.
to wearedcm.com for all the fly gear. We talked about merch at one point, me and you. Now
Yeah,
we'll get
we-
into that another time. Mickey, what do you got for him?
Yeah, so take it back.
So, Future Before Nostalgia comes out, and now you're on a run.
Yeah.
What changes for you?
Well, prior to that, we dropped a single in 2008, 2009, I think.
Hey, this is what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we dropped a single through Strictly Rhythm,
Okay.
2008, 2009, and we had an option of I forget the amount of records we had to sell, but if we sold a certain amount of record, they would pick up the option and we would do an album.
Gotcha.
We exceeded that And
Wow,
so,
nice.
it was. But Kenny,
At the time, did you think you would exceed it?
yes, I'm
Nice.
very yes.
Cool. So it wasn't a shock to you that you hit that mark.
No, nothing. Not to sound arrogant or. I expect to have good
I
things
get that.
happen.
Yeah, sound arrogant.
Because but the reason I expect good things to happen is because I know the work that I put in.
Right.
Gotcha.
You know, so like I show up early, I stay late, I do. I believe in that.
I can attest to it. Yep.
Like I believe in that.
Yeah.
And so we released a single, and they picked up the option, and I'll never forget. We were negotiating, you know, what we wanted the album to be and what the vision of the album was. And Kenny didn't think that they were on this. Now he does business with them, but he didn't think that they were aligned with where we thought the career could go. And he was like, nah, and we're going to do it ourselves. And so we did it independent.
Nice.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's really dope. How does that feel to get basically, you know, somebody of that magnitude that is like, I believe in this much and fuck you label if you don't
Yeah.
type of thing.
I mean, I had been, you know, selling CDs myself it felt great because of, you know, he drive the Bentley, you know, he got the fucking penthouse. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I want that.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
it felt fantastic.
It sounds like a situation like where a rookie is coming into the league and has
course.
the hype behind him. You know what I mean?
Did he take you to his DJ gigs and stuff?
Yeah, we toured all throughout Europe.
Wow.
We did. That's partly the reason why there was such a gap between the first and second album. We did 3 European runs.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
did come out the gate like that, bro. Because when you see an artist that is just coming out and they're already touring,
Yeah.
you're envious. You're envious.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Like, how the fuck did he do that?
Right.
Like type of thing. You know
but I
what
think
mean?
a lot. I would say 80% of it is Kenny Dope. You know, so how do we get Kenny in the building?
Gotcha.
Right. So if we can get Kenny in the building, well then okay. So the end is his artist. Okay, no problem. Yeah, we'll do a hip hop show.
That's
Right.
cool.
You know, but it'll be a 2-hour show and it'll be an hour of rap and then an hour of Kenny Dope, you know?
Right.
So I thank him for even doing, he didn't have to do that. Like whatever his rate is, it was far less what we were getting,
Right.
Understood.
you know? So
Understood.
yeah, that was a great look.
So from now until forever, with then until now until forever, you'll always give him that.
You
That
can't, I
credit.
can't even tell my story without mentioning
Gotcha.
Kenny Dope.
Understood. That's really dope.
Right.
Really dope, Kenny Dope. I want to look into that a little bit more because the fact that you know him so well and I don't upsets me
It's
sometimes.
crazy.
This guy's like an encyclopedia.
I'm telling you, like everywhere we go,
Yeah.
like I remember the first time I met GJ Premier, it was the first time I met Joe Button. We were at D&D and Premier walks in and Joe was in the hallway and he wasn't really paying me too much attention. And then he says to, Premier walks in, he's like, yo, you know who this is? Like, this is fucking Kenny Dope. I used to buy one record and steal one record so I could have 2 to play. Like, this guy is a fucking legend.
Primo says that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Everybody,
now
everybody knows Kenny.
Gotcha.
Bro.
All right. You know, sometimes you learn something new every day.
Yeah,
But-
he's a legend.
No, that's very cool. So now the first time that I hear you is on that record there with Action. Because at the time that we're like
The
first coming
J57?
into, yeah, like when I first get into the business,
Okay.
is 2011, 2012 was like we're really taking it seriously,
Yeah.
and like Action was like this larger than life character at the time. So of course you're following, and that's when that's how I've always discovered my next favorite guy is by a feature on my current favorite guy. You know what I mean? So, and that's how it came about. So how did that record actually formulate in that sense of these mega stars? In a sense, at the time it was like all these big guys
It
on
was
this
like
one
five,
record.
5 people in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Action, Mayhem, and myself. We all were on Rappers Out of Control the same day.
Cool.
And I don't know where the footage is, but we rapped at the end. I don't know. I think Al Lindstrom. I don't know where the footage is, but we rapped
That's
at
a
the
good
end.
album.
Shout out to Al Lindstrom.
Out
Word.
to Al
Shout.
Lindstrom.
Yeah,
Word.
I got shit in my head, man. I got stories for you. And we rapped, and they was like, "Yo, that's you nice," and I was like, "Yo, you nice,"
Right.
and Mayhem was like, "You nice." I'm like, "You nice," and J57 was working at Sirius XM. I think he was an intern for Primo at the time. And he had heard me. Matthew Ragazzino was coming up under DJ Clark Kent, who was a very good friend of Kenny. And me and Clark was talking about management at one time. And he was like, you got to meet my guy, Matthew Ragazzino. And J57 called me. and was like, yo, like, I would love to produce something for you, yada, 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 but I got this track and I need you on this track. And that was the track.
Nice.
That was the
Dope.
track.
Nice.
Very dope.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you, almost getting managed by Clark Kent.
Oh man, Clark, rest in peace.
Word.
Phenomenal guy. Gave me so many jewels.
Yeah, he helped Matthew out a lot.
Yeah.
In his and I believe Red Cafe too had something to do with it.
With Ragazzino?
With Rags, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not
Anyway, but he was our guy for a little bit. Shout out to him. We haven't spoke to him in a while. He's a great guy, dope MC, and that's how I kind of segue into that. Contacting you was that I love my boys and I always want to like do shit for my guys. You know what I'm saying? So Super Dave, DJ Super Dave, shout out to him. He comes to me one day. He's like, yo, I really love these new guys, Matthew Ragazzino and Rasheed Chappell. And can you help me get them on records? I'm like, bro, I'll contact anybody, talk to anybody. Right. And that's how that happened. And did we ever get a fucking record done?
No. No.
Jesus.
No.
Never got a record done.
Unbelievable.
We're gonna change that this year though.
Yeah, we established a great relationship, and ever since then, we've always been talking. And you've worked with Little Vic, who's an incredible MC and producer.
Yeah.
And we've you've grown to be a friend of the families.
Yes, yeah. I see that happening.
What do you got for him, Nick?
No, I mean, listen. So as you go on, a big album for me that you dropped was the Buckwild collab album.
Okay.
Crazy album.
Crazy album. I
really?
mean,
thank you.
You know,
and that year
Buckwild,
was what?
22.
Something like that during the pandemic.
Okay.
Let me just pause for a second. Like the fact that Kenny Dope album, Buckwild album,
Right.
38 Spesh album, like every album is like Little Vic. It's like all these like super dope producers.
Really dope.
I said earlier, I'm nice.
We established that for sure. And I think that really just but that's the one part about I guess the business of this is that a lot of times how dope you are isn't what propels the income in that sense.
Yeah,
And especially like your content isn't like the rest of it. It's not a lot of gunplay. It's not drug talk. It's different.
It's true.
You do talk about life stuff.
Oh yeah.
And for somebody that grew up in the projects, you grow up in the projects, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Which
Building 45 apartment 6.
So normally the guys that grew up in the hood and the projects have so much just hood shit to talk about. It gets redundant.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
All right. So tell me how you separate.
And not only that, but do you find it harder to survive, to keep?
That's what I mean.
To keep a step ahead. You know what I'm saying?
No.
To keep up with. No. All right.
No.
Great. Go.
No. And the reason is if everyone's doing this and I'm doing that, then like this stands out in comparison to that. Now, if you listen to the music, I touch on everything.
Yeah.
You do.
So I can talk about, I can go to, and this is part of the name, Rasheed Chappell. I can talk about anything. If we listen to the last 2 albums that I did with Mickey Blue, those are more street, I guess, but that type of talk. But then I can do an album like Nonstop down in Atlanta with Jay Black and give you melodies and hooks and shit like that because I'm an artist.
Right.
I'm not beholden to a particular aesthetic, not aesthetic, but I'm not a niche, you know what I mean, where I have to continuously feed this beast. Now, it works for people, they repeat the same song 11 times and call it an album. That works, but it wouldn't fill me as an artist to do that.
Right.
Yeah. The context in it and the substance in it is like what separates you.
When you're making, now that you say that, when you're making your album, do you do that? Do you look for themes? Do you look for personal subjects that you haven't touched upon? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I've noticed that women is more of the point to make than anything. Like when maybe an MC likes to talk about drugs a lot, or guns. Okay. You mention women a lot.
I think I've like the past maybe 2 projects I might have mentioned women, but I haven't really mentioned them. Maybe 3 or 4. On Vic.
Yeah, I'm talking about like you make it a point to say that you're a ladies' man.
I mean, they're gonna see it.
Yeah. Look what you're looking at.
No, I mean yeah.
There's a part that comes with our culture, right? The hip hop culture.
Yeah.
That we are we're drug dealers, we're thugs, we're violent, and we're also womanizers. as the culture of hip hop.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like celebrated by the amount of bitches that you got.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, you're braggadocious when it comes to the
Yeah, I've had a good run. You know what I mean? The jersey
is stuff I want to hear
like the
about.
jersey is hung up, but
Okay.
yeah.
If that's the case, look, mine too. But like,
No. But we can talk about the career.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Like you know what I mean. We can definitely talk about the career.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a great run. Had a great run. Historic.
You said 3 European runs.
Yeah, you ended up in Europe and out the
Japan.
jump.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were walking up to me, touching my skin, asking, "May I please see it?"
No.
And you don't want to be rude. Right? You don't want to be that guy.
Okay, so would you say that?
They didn't really say that.
I own everything I love. They have clubs, and they had signs on the door that said "No Black American men allowed." Because when we went in, it was like fucking.
Yeah, you probably
flies the shit.
anybody that's local is like,
Yo, that is
Wikipedia.
Unbelievable.
Flies the shit.
That is great news.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So I always ask, this one question in particular about where hip hop has brought you.
Yeah.
Like in a place where if you were just a regular person, even if you were rich and wealthy and all that, and you could go wherever the fuck you want to go, but hip hop brought you somewhere that only hip hop could bring you. I mean, and like as you just explained, the Asian thing,
Japan.
like it seems.
I think you just said it.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the one.
Fucking Japan, an 18-hour flight to go do 2 shows in 4 days for people that love hip hop.
Wow.
Right.
Like, I mean, we did this club, I think it's called Club Aegea, and they had like a literal like beach inside the pool, a beach inside the club.
Wow.
Like it was a club with a beach inside of it, and before we came on stage, like these poles descended from the sky, and women were on the poles. It was crazy, bro.
Wow.
It was
And this
crazy.
is in Japan.
This is in Japan. This is in
For a
Tokyo.
hip-hop show.
For a hip hop show.
Wow.
There's footage online somewhere.
I mean,
that's
well,
good.
there is a really big, like, strong following of hip hop there.
It was
No, we
beautiful.
understand that, but like, bro, look, I've asked everybody on this show, where's hip hop brought you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And nobody's been that elaborate.
crazy.
Word.
They don't like the
Word.
answer because I guess whatever, like you said,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
have
yeah.
somebody at home, the jersey's hung up, all that. But we're talking about rap and hip hop.
Right,
right.
And in this game, there are groupies. There are many. Look, I know people that are local rappers that get laid just because they rapped at a fucking bar around the corner. Okay. So when you're touring the world, these are the things that people want to hear.
Now I'm gonna
It
tell you
happens.
seriously, I've never done the groupie thing.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you why I never did the groupie thing.
But you
When-
got to define what a groupie is.
Yeah. So
To you.
to
Yeah.
me, a groupie is anybody that wants to sleep with me just because I was on stage.
And you never
That
did
doesn't appeal to me. Let me tell you why it doesn't appeal
Go
to me.
ahead.
Because if I'm here on Thursday and there was a whack rapper, somebody I think is whack that was there Wednesday, she probably tried to fuck him too.
Right.
And my ego won't let me fuck somebody that I think fuck somebody that was whack.
Look, that's a fact.
Discipline.
What a great
Discipline.
opinion.
Like
okay?
that's just how I
Nah, it's a
rock.
great perspective.
But this is my only problem.
Talk to
Like
me.
we have a thing in this universe called the law of averages,
Yeah.
and I'm the one I practice this so much.
Talk to me.
You've been in so many situations
Yes.
where there was a potential groupie, and you never did it, bro. Are we? All right, listen.
Yo,
You're gonna say it right here.
I
on
commend
Lost in
you. I
Hip Hop.
commend you
No,
for
I
that.
commend you too, and I believe you. The thing is, does the everyday fan believe you?
It's my dick. You know what I mean? I don't lie on it. Nah. I never. It just never. So you see how I am with the music.
Yeah.
Same. It's just my ego will not. So if this guy who I don't think is a good rapper was there and she tried to fuck him,
Okay.
like you know how guys in their rhymes talk about fucking their ops girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
If he's a fucking cornball,
Right.
I don't want to fuck her,
bro.
Like that's not.
I totally agree.
Yeah, like that don't do nothing for
Yeah,
me.
so think about
Knowledge.
all the bars that are out there that a rapper has ever said about this rapper banging your girl type of thing.
Yeah.
And it's such a topic,
Yeah.
right? Like, and I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And that is a great point. So if
Okay,
you
wait
had-
a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if she tried to bang a rapper you thought that was dope.
Yeah, see, I never thought about it that way. Like, so I'm thinking the other way.
Right.
Right, because I'm only here for a night. So,
Right.
like.
Okay.
Right.
But in your last breath, you had said you were on a serious run.
Yeah,
How does the run happen without the groupies?
You know, because I don't need music. I don't need music for women.
At home, bro.
Meeting girls off the stage.
Yeah. I don't like, you know, I didn't need music for that.
So one of our favorite rappers, I had asked one time, I'm not going to say who, but it just goes to show you, like, in terms of the numbers, and right? And we just mentioned them. Our favorite group.
I got you.
All right. Rewind if you don't know who we're talking about. Okay?
Come on.
But one of our guys said to me one time, he's like, I got to be up in the area of like 15,000.
Come on.
You were there.
I was there. I know, but still, I was.
Hold on a second.
That's an embellishment, but you know.
Okay, but hold on a second.
It's up there.
All right. But when you're 17 and you come out in 1987, you've never been a regular person to be in the world of having to beg a bitch as a regular person. All right. You know, courting, you know, that whole thing, dating. Right. All right. When you're famous at 17, your numbers got to be pretty staggering. Okay. Any which way you put it.
Yeah.
All right.
I couldn't agree more.
So let's go on to another subject.
Maybe some music. Look, you want to play some music?
Yes, I do. I actually want to hear some shit. We're going to take a break real quick.
We'll take a break.
Yo, shout out to You and Athletics, our sponsor. We're going to go to the Twitch side, play some music.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll get back to you with Rasheed Chappell.
Yeah.
All right, Lost in Hip Hop.
Let's do it.
Are we back live?
Yeah.
What up, Twitches?
We're live.
Every Wednesday night on Twitch, we're live. Hip-hop. The long form of it, the actual episode will be on. Form. Yeah, you know, that's the technical term, the long form. But
technical terms.
The full episode will be available on DCM Live TV on YouTube.
Yeah, well, what's your name, sir?
I am Mr. Menza. This is DJ Mickey Knox, DJ Concept. We are with. I'm just going to label you as the lyrical assassin, Rasheed Chappell.
Thank you.
On Lost in Hip Hop. We are sponsored by You and Athletics. We are live on Twitch. Here's a question for you.
Talk to me.
Have you ever rewritten a verse because the person that was on the record, you know, just you felt like, wow, you know what? I need to come a little harder than that. Pause.
Thank you for the pause. I appreciate that. I'm sure I have. Yeah, I'm about the best song. So like that's not like an ego thing for me. Like that doesn't bother me.
See, I anticipated you saying, nah, I never did that.
Nah,
I think I anticipated that too.
Yeah, but I'm glad to hear that though.
Yeah, like if there's a record, you know, most of the so I'll say it like this. I've never rewritten something that I sent out first.
Okay.
Because you know, if I send it out,
and then you rewrite it, then it shows vulnerability.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I understand how, you know, MCs avoid that is by saying, nah, tell them to send the verse first.
Nah, I always send it off. Like when I send it off is
because you're confident with your shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Got you. Guys like Tragedy, shout out to him. Like he is used to like so many MCs trying to come for him that he's on some send me the verse first.
Not a problem. I got you.
And I respect that. And the reason is just because so many of the young guys want to show out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So have you ever been maybe, I don't know if the right word is nervous, but like has any other MC made you feel like, yo, I got to be on my job today?
No.
I knew the answer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not that I have to be on my. You have to understand that as an artist, as an MC, you know, we do the for those of us that really do this, we really do this, and I've really done it. And prior, let's say if a professional studio album is the league. Prior to getting in the league, I've sparred with some elite level MCs.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Like even before, like even prior to the songs that we have that you can play, before stuff that you've ever heard, I've sparred with some people that I think are Menza level. Wow. You know what I mean? When it comes to their application of the art of rhyme.
So have you had to go through the grueling process of being in ciphers and showing out and proving yourself?
Loved it. It was because, you know, so many people probably won't tell the story where they lost a battle, right?
Right.
But I'll tell you my story where I lost a battle. It was to Have Lord, who was a few years older than me. There was a group from Passaic, New Jersey, known as World Renown. They're produced by Marley Marl.
Yes, I've heard of them.
Okay.
Wow.
One half is from Queensbridge. The other half is from my grandmother's building in the projects. Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
How didn't I know that?
They had 2 singles out, How Nice I Am and Come Catch a Ride.
Yeah.
And I was very full of myself, I guess, at the time.
Okay.
And you know, very small city, 1 high school, 1 middle school, maybe didn't.
Were a lot of your friends telling you, yo, you're nice, dude, you're nice. They were
Yeah. I would
yeah.
like, so it was like a love-hate relationship, you know what I mean? But the people that are solid with me, I still mention them in records. They always, yo, go do it. You could do it. I believe in you. But there were some people, but it comes as a rites of passage, right? So like to be an MC, you got to really go through the gauntlet. And maybe I hadn't had all those steps yet. And it was Hev's job as the older, you know, the OG or the uncle, or the, you know, he was like, yo, I gotta see, like, if he nice, let's see.
Yeah.
And he fucking spanked me. And there was a spot that we used to all hang out. It was a gas station, but everything took place at this gas station, and everybody was there. And I'm spitting rhymes that I wrote, but Hev is coming off the top. And he smoked me. And I remember saying that will never happen again.
Wow.
So his rhymes off the head was better than what you were written.
It's more witty. So you got to play to the crowd.
Right.
Sure.
So they're not trying to hear the punches and, you know, the lyrical and putting it together.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, they was like, nah, they just, oh, he said some shit right now and that was funny.
Yeah.
Got you. And you can say that that's the only time that's of it, like the one and only, and then from there you were like, yo, that's
it was
never
when
gonna happen
Floyd
again.
lost in the Olympics.
Got you.
Yeah, it was like,
great.
yeah, but you learn
Yeah.
from that experience, but
Yeah.
you take it serious. Like
Yeah.
I take it, you know, anybody that listens to the music, like I would hope that they can see that I take it seriously.
Yes.
So I don't play with it. You
Yeah,
know,
for
like,
sure.
and I wouldn't waste your time as a producer. I wouldn't waste his time as an MC.
For sure.
You know,
I get that. You know, you definitely come to the table with the professionalism, the
Thank you.
approach, and all that. So the joint that we were talking about, the Kenny Dope, it dropped in 2012, right?
Yes.
11.
Menza's very big on timelines.
Timelines.
Yeah.
And then
2011.
The Buckwild 2011. And
Okay,
the
so
Buckwild dropped
there
in
was an album
2022.
before, First Brick.
Yes,
Okay.
I came in 2018.
Right.
Got you.
Yeah,
So there was still a big gap from 2011 to 2018.
Was there?
Before. Yes.
7 years.
See,
There was a 7-year.
7 year gap. Yeah.
And during that time, you're just doing features?
No, at this time, like we recorded, maybe I have a whole album with Raheem Devon that never came out.
whoa.
Wow.
Heavy.
Probably record. Shout out to Raheem. I just spoke to him the other day. Recorded maybe 40, 50 records with Kenny that never came out for another project called, so you heard First Brick. There's another project that we have. It's called Brick and Mortar.
Oh, cool.
So
wow.
the only reason First Brick came out is because I had gotten to the, you know, during that time, I was saying off air, I was selling concept that Apollo Brown was asking me to do an album. And, you know, I kicked myself in the ass. for
He's
that.
one of the
He's amazing.
very underrated, but very dope.
But I did something for his project, the Grandeur album, and I did another beat that he produced for Soko's album. And he was like, yo, like, I really, like, we got to do an album. But at the time, Kenny was like, nah, we got to keep it in house. And, you know, so my loyalty was to Kenny at that time. The reason that the Buckwild album came out is because at that time I was going to do an album with Buck, same situation, and it transpired later. But yeah, I did. I mean, I could open my phone and play you 100
No,
records.
I understand.
And you said you did 3 European runs.
Yeah, but at the time, that's when the music began. People started putting it out more frequently.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
wasn't-
as a competitive person, yes, I'm doing features, but I got music. Like I want to, you know, be in it. So you know.
So the process of making a song is it easy, or is it, to you, is it difficult? Is it easy? Like, you know, some people take a week or two to write a 16 because they want it to be perfect. Like your recording process, is it quick?
Shout out to my man Edwin DeSena. He always says that it's easy, but I don't know if it's hard, but I've done it so much, I know where to go to find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when I never know what I'm gonna write before I write it. Like, so I'm not one of those
Okay.
people that have an idea, concept.
Okay.
Like the beat dictates to me exactly what I'm gonna write. And so because I work that way, once I feel it, it just goes.
Nice.
You know, so I can do a song in an hour. You know, I can do a
Gotcha.
song or 3. You
What
know,
you
it
would
depends.
consider complete? done. This song's done.
Yeah, I could do a song from top to bottom.
Now, when a certain amount of time passes and you've recorded so much music, but it hasn't come out, does it feel like, let's say 3-4 years later, where an average listener that hasn't heard the song is like, yo, this is so fire. Why you never released it? And to you, that's old. And I got better. Like I have more better stuff now. And then that music never comes out. Like, do you ever go back to visit this music? Like, yo, this, like, you're talking about 70 songs that's unreleased, 7 years of making music. You know what I mean? None of this stuff, you're not inspired to put that, or to go back to that to put it out. I
mean, I have fans, supporters that were following the process, like you said, how I came out of the gate, and they were anticipating that Brick and Mortar album. They ask about it like probably once a month. Somebody asks me about that album. So maybe for them, I will put it out. But I have gotten better. I think it's a phenomenal piece of work. Actually, I haven't listened to it in years, but it was. We got. Raheem is on a bunch of records. Greg Nice is on the album. Dr. Cornel West is on the album.
Who's that? Wow. Wait, who's that?
You don't know who that? He's I think he's retired. But he was at Harvard. No, he was at Princeton. He was a Princeton professor. He speaks on topics of Black empowerment, Black education.
Because when you say he was on the album, he just spoke?
Yeah, he spoke on the album.
Gotcha. Okay.
Deion Farris, Grammy winner from Arrested Development. She's on the album.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the shit was fire. Scratch is on the album.
So, because, Lil Vic, that's my brother.
Yeah.
We've been rocking for years. There's so much dope music that hasn't come out. You know what I mean? But just from him that, I'm always like, bro, and it's understandable. Look, Nem's same thing. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, there's music from back when that he doesn't want to come out because he just sounds different and he's better now.
Yeah.
So you have plenty of that music and it'll never come out.
It may. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Well, what do you got for him, Mick?
I love how he kicks it back.
I know. Yeah, just keep going.
Because, bro, look, I can talk about anything. You want to talk about the Knicks? You want to talk about politics?
You're
You talk
doing
about
great,
business.
man.
I'll talk about anything. But you have specific hip hop questions.
I mean, as we're going,
should we talk about the 38 Spesh? Some of the 38 Spesh albums?
I mean, we didn't even get to talk about the Buckwild album.
All right, go
You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
I don't have
because
specific
look,
questions.
we just established the timeline.
Right.
So there was a 7-year gap.
Yeah.
Okay, now so the Buckwild album comes out in 2020.
2020 maybe.
Something like that. Yes, 2020.
Okay, COVID type.
Yeah, definitely
type times.
COVID. Yeah.
All right. So then, since then, me personally, I only know about the Vic stuff.
Oh wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
13 special album
Again,
in between that.
So
Two
you
Spesh
just said,
albums.
look, Spesh is my man.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've done so much stuff together, and I had never knew that there was a Spesh album.
Two.
Out.
Two.
Available.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so look, you're the DJ, goddammit.
Yeah.
You're supposed to know about these things, not me.
I'm
He's like,
Let him talk. Let the man talk.
I'm sick. All right. So look, Buckwild, then 38 Spesh. Now you're on a run.
Yes.
How is this going? How did you go from Buckwild to 38 Spesh?
So chronologically, what happened was I went to the day that the first single for First Brick was released, or at least the first music video. I was on my way to Boston to work on my album Sugar Bills with Archetype. So that album was actually completed prior to any of the Buck stuff happening.
Okay.
And Buck and I were actually, funny enough, at a 38 show together. And we had been talking about doing music for a while. And the lawyer from Digging in the Crates was there. He's a fan of mine. He's a fan of Buck's. And he's like, yo, what are y'all doing? And I'm like, yeah, Buck, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? We've been talking about this shit forever. Like, what's up? And so Buck and I lived fucking 6-7 minutes away from each other.
Oh, wow.
Right? And so one day, I think I might have bumped into him at Whole Foods or some shit like that. And I'm like giving him a ride. And I was in the middle of working on a project with Ice Rocks, DX. And he connected his Bluetooth for some shit and the beat came on. And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, oh, I was going to give this to, oh no, I'm lying. He had given me a beat maybe a week earlier for his compilation album.
Yeah.
And I gave it back to him like in 2 days. And he was like, oh shit, like everybody else took long. And I was like, nah, I was going to be in the studio. I just knocked it out. I didn't know how quick you needed it. Boom. See him at the Whole Foods. We ride it in the car. a beat comes on, and I was like, yo, what is that? And it happened to be the beat for Tour Bus. And he was like, oh, I was going to give this to such and such. I was like, no, I could.
Give it to
I'll be back in the studio, whatever the case may be. And that's how that began.
Yeah.
So it I think we did an album in 7-8 days, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you in the studio with him ever?
Yeah, every time.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to hear those things.
Yeah.
We like to hear that the verses wasn't flown in.
Right.
Nah.
Right. It makes it that.
I don't think I've ever done an album like that with anybody.
Okay, I got you.
Like I got to be there.
Good. No, I like to hear it. So you truly are an artist, man.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you really are. You're not just a rapper.
No, I write. My relationship with Raheem DeVaughn helped me develop how to write R&B. Like a lot of the hooks that you hear, I write.
How did Raheem know of you before you?
No, I mean the universe is a fucking. It's crazy.
Right.
Like it's so crazy. So I remember there was this dude I know that used to put on these events in New York, like these I forget what you call them, showcases, right? He's put on these showcases, and he would tell me to come through all the time. I would go through this, how I really got good on stage and New York crowds, and so I'm going to. And so one day he hands me a CD. He was like, "Yo, you need to work with this guy. It's Raheem's first CD, right?" So I'm listening to the album. And I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna work with this guy?
Yeah,
These guys are fucking signed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And there was a song on the record, his first single it was called You, right? Fast forward 5-6 years later, I'm working with Kenny. He's like, yo, I gotta introduce you to my man Raheem. I'm like, Raheem who? He's like, Raheem DeVaughn. I'm like, he's like, yo, I produced like 3 of his albums. I'm like, yo, did you do the song You? He's like, yeah, I did that song.
Wow.
So yeah, it's so small. So Raheem, so you asked me, do I work fast, right? You can ask Vic. You maybe text him. Maybe 2-3 takes, and then we'll move on to the next one.
A lot of times I ask questions I already know.
Oh, okay, so I once I have it, because as I'm writing, I'm reciting it, so that's me practicing before I get to the mic.
Sure.
So it moves pretty quickly, but I wasn't always like that. Gotcha. I would record it and things until I got the right take, right? Yeah. So I got that way because the first time we were in the studio, Raheem is in the studio. First time I met Raheem, yo, what's up? Love your stuff. I did this record last night. I was wondering if you got something, if you could write something to it. So I'm like, oh yeah, shit, hell yeah, right? So I write something and I spit it. And it was like, yo, that's the one. I'm like, nah, I got to say it again. Like he was like, no, that's it.
Yeah.
Like the first one, like that was it.
Yeah.
So going with that feeling of when it's fresh and new, that's why I don't like people to send me beats. Like I want to be there. Yeah. So that initial feeling, I could just run with it.
Got you. Have you ever received a beat from a producer online? He's overseas, wherever, and you've used that beat for a final project?
No.
Wow.
No. Because I do full albums with like one producer.
Wow.
Do you feel that's a better you feel creatively you write better that way?
For me, yeah. I mean, I could write to anything. Like let me take that back. I did do one record with Giallo Point from France.
Is it Giallo or not? It's not Gallo Point.
Giallo.
Is it Giallo?
Giallo, yeah.
Is it? I thought it was Gallo.
So one record.
That's great.
I did one single with
Giallo.
him.
I like him. He's dope.
Yeah, he's super dope.
Yeah.
He did a lot of projects with Smooth.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, we're learning a lot here tonight, man. Like that's cool to understand this creative process because it is so different.
Everybody
is
different. I'm in studios with people and I watch how they move and I'm just like, oh wow. One of the people that I give a lot of credit to, somebody that I worked with very early on in career, was Lady Luck, and I say she's one of the best artists I've ever seen live, like one-on-one.
Yeah. And in the booth live, or were we performing live?
And both, but definitely in the booth.
Got you.
I remember
that's interesting too.
It is interesting. It's interesting because there's still a stigma about her, about the history. So when an accomplished artist as yourself says, wow, she, and you remind us that she is still an artist.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Every time, right.
She like amazing. Like as far like, I know how to separate the message from the messenger. Right. So if we're talking about the art of what she does, she's amazing, and I tell her every time I get a chance.
So what happened in her career that was like, was she she was at the brink of stardom of some
She really
sort,
was.
right?
She was in '99. She was just about signed. She was signed to Def Jam.
Yep.
She was on the EPMB record.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
what
I
I'm
remember
saying?
that. That's the only time I remember like the show out of
She
the
was
talent.
setting up, and then the Fight Club battle happened, I believe.
I mean, but yeah, it was a different time then.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
like now you could, you could fucking bounce back from anything. But at that time, it was, and I think it was divided. Like some people said Luck won, some people said Remy won.
Yeah,
But
it
Remy
really
had
was.
she had the name, she had Pun, she had fucking Fat Joe.
Right.
Has there? I mean, I know I kind of asked this in a similar way, but like just in terms of being a fan of this music, this culture, and maybe being on a record or being around somebody like that, you were like, again, not nervous, but like you're like, wow, I'm around like the only time this has ever happened to me, and I'm not a rapper, but is around G-Rap. When I got around G-Rap, I felt true walking legend aura. You know what I mean? That like actually emanated, and I felt it. You know what I mean? Like, has there ever been a time where you've been like, yo, I'm around this person right now?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's so I feel like I'm a star.
I understand.
No,
that.
so
Yes.
I just wanted to
right.
kind of preface that. Like, so I feel like, I'm a star. Like, I feel like I'm that guy. And growing up, like, we would see, so Pepper Johnson that played for the Giants.
Of course.
He had a baby by a girl in my projects.
Wow.
So I would see Pepper Johnson all the time. He's a star. I'm right around Pepper Johnson.
Yes. Pepper Johnson's a Super Bowl winning, animal. Like,
So,
Giants legend.
DJ, the Awesome Two, Special K and Teddy Ted.
Yeah.
Right.
His Special K's dad owned the barbershop and the like little convenience store directly across the street from my projects.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay,
So-
see, that's what I was saying. In terms of Passaic, I want to know things
I
like
got
that.
you. So I
Dope.
would see Special K maybe once a month.
Dope.
I would see Nice and Smooth come through.
Wow.
But I feel like I'm a star. So look, I'm in proximity to, right?
Sure.
I just got to keep grinding and I'll get there.
Sure.
So, world renowned again, Seven Sean, he lived in apartment 2C. My grandmother lived in apartment 6C.
That's the Molly Mall group?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it, bro. I'm as
Super-
soon as we're
super
off,
dope.
I'm diving deep. Yeah.
K Def and Larry O. I'm watching, I'm rapping with Larry O's cousin, and I'm watching Larry O's cousin rap to him about trying to get on a record. So I'm there. I'm in high school. I'm at Marley's house. I'm at Marley Mall's house in high school. And I'm watching, K Def and Larry O put their album together. I'm there the day Cormega comes home and he's recording his demo.
Oh, wow.
Like, so
Stop it.
no lies, bro. I'm amongst all of this.
Wow.
Right, so,
that's dope.
I'm in
That's
Queensbridge
really dope.
in 1994, 95.
Come on.
And
I'm a Queensbridge
yeah,
connoisseur, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm in J
So
Supreme.
the joint on the real, all you crap, that joint was the first time that Mega really spit on something. So this is like in that era. I mean,
Yes,
let's say
I'm there.
93, really.
No, this is
No,
no.
it's not-
Mega came home in like 94,
Okay,
95.
94.
Yeah.
Bro. Wow.
I'm there. I'm
That's
watching
dope.
it happen.
Wow,
And so
that's
I'm like,
crazy.
okay, cool. So
So
we.
you have a relationship with Molly Mall then of some sort?
So yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool.
bit.
Wow, that's dope,
Yeah,
bro.
I would say.
Got
So
some QB lineage.
DJ ACL would go up there and spin on Future Flavors, and I would
Cool.
go with him. Right.
Wow.
So I'm in the house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm around. But we fast forward, nervous now, right? So now I'm, my first studio session with Kenny, Bismarck is there.
Whoa.
He does the beatbox for me for the first record I ever record with Kenny.
Biz Marquis.
Yes, rest in peace.
Beatbox for you
Wow.
on your first
Yeah, you
record.
can find it. It's online.
We are lost in hip hop. Yo, you Twitches that are paying attention right now, we just
Word.
heard the fact that Rasheed Chappell had Biz Marquis beatbox on
Yes,
his first record.
first record I ever did with Kenny Dope.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Have you said that on any other interview?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I feel like we just got a gem.
You might have.
Yeah.
You may have.
Really dope, bro.
First. So.
Okay, so to put that question now in a better
But
perspective,
I'm gonna. But
right?
so yes.
You've been around so much greatness.
But-
why would you be nervous?
No.
around-
So it's 2010 before the album comes out. So let's get lost in hip hop. So prior to releasing the album, the reason it's called Future Before Nostalgia is because we were going to give those away as a mixtape, and the album was going to be called Nostalgia.
Okay.
So Kenny produced an entire album for Raekwon the Chef. Okay. An entire album. He brought in singers, he brought in musicians, and he presented Raekwon the album.
Wow.
And Raekwon was just supposed to just rap on it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm around Ray. So Ray hears some of the songs and was like, whoa, what are you going to do with this?
Right.
And he's like, no, we're going to put this out as a mixtape. And he was like, definitely not. Like, we're going to get you a deal, Ice H2O, something. We're going to figure this out. Don't get this shit away. This is fire.
Whoa.
Wow.
Right?
Bro.
So I'm around.
What year was that?
This is 2009, 2010.
Wow.
So I'm with Purple Tape Ray. And I'm like, oh shit, I cannot believe I'm sitting across from Raekwon. We going to fucking Blimpies together. We doing shows at Peace University. It's crazy.
I remember the Ice H2O.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So I meet Lord Finesse, my cousin Latif's favorite rapper, via Zoom. Lord Finesse is like, yo, everything I heard is dope. I would love for you to open for me at my birthday party. It's going to be me, you, and Rakim.
Whoa.
You're fucking with our heads.
It's crazy.
Pause. You're fucking with our heads.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
Wow.
We're at SOBs.
Okay.
This is when what was the name of the album? Seventh Seal. I think that album was out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Rakim fan. We got Seventh Seal, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on stage. Yeah. So I'm on stage. I'm performing, right? I'm doing my thing. As I come off the stage, before I can get to the last step, somebody grabs me and pulls me to the side and was like, yo, I didn't know that record Building 8 was your song. We play that shit every day on every week on Beat Miners Radio. And it's Evil D.
Whoa.
And I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? And so I'm like, I'm not nervous, but I'm like, oh shit, like this is really happening.
Right.
Like this is real, like this is fucking for real.
Yeah, so what's a better wording than
I'm gonna give you nervous.
Yeah. Okay.
Rakim comes upstairs.
Okay.
Rakim comes upstairs.
Okay.
And everything that I ever wanted to be in hip hop was fucking standing in front of me. And I hugged this man like he was a fucking relative. And I told him, I said, thank you, bro. I followed the leader, bro. Thank you. Wow. I told him, thank you. And that moment right there, I was like, I can't even fucking believe this.
Wow.
Such a good story. What a great way of putting it, too. I followed the leader.
I followed the leader, bro. And not to mention all the shit me and OC, like,
really?
Like, oh, what? If you go, like if you, me and OC, we're gonna do an album together.
Wow,
bro.
Yeah.
You know that's Vic's favorite rapper. Is OC.
He's in my he's in my hip. He's in my DNA. If you split me apart, you see Rakim, OC, Nas.
I can hear the OC in it for sure. The song "Time's Up" has been sampled so many. Like the words that he used in that one song gives him like immortalized.
What's your favorite OC album?
Oh, this
album?
Is fun. No, I like this
because you know what I'm asking.
We have
you know what I'm asking.
Yes.
So you're not
two OC fans.
What are you gonna say? Like the Smoke and Mirrors era, or like?
What do you think is better, his first album or his second album?
Jewel's. People always go to
Jewel's.
I'm a Jewel's guy, right? However, I think the album with him and Apollo Brown was incredible.
Yeah, Trophies was
and Smoke and Mirrors.
That's
was cool.
I love that album.
Smoke and Mirrors was
Star Child.
That's when he came up.
Star Child was good as well.
Jewel's, right?
It's his second album. Yeah,
it was so crispy produced wise. It sounds so clean and clear.
Good.
But that's not the Time's Up album, right? Which is
not
called
Time's
what?
Up.
I'm sorry.
Word Life.
Word Life.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this is like one of these things where like when an MC is hungry and you know he's broke, where he's on the come up. It's such a difference between that first album and that second album.
Sure.
Not many.
And you know what? Maybe
MCs
that's why I love the second album so much, because it maybe was more polished.
100% was.
You know,
he still sounded hungry as hell to me on that album.
Absolutely.
He did. He sounded gritty.
Absolutely.
But I also think it was our age, right? Like you came up and like Jewel's was when you like really started.
Yeah, I was in high school.
And then you went back and were like, Word Life is crazy. But like Word Life wasn't the album, that was the one you were listening to.
Right. Jewels was it for me. I was
Jewels was.
Look, this conversation I can go on and on about because there is a sophomore jinx without a doubt. Right?
I disagree.
That wasn't his sophomore jinx.
No,
but yes,
but I'm
right.
saying that in certain cases there is.
I mean, I can name a bunch of people that had stellar second albums.
For sure.
But I'm saying you can.
Oh yeah,
name
there's some
a lot
people.
that
I mean,
has it.
but this is where I pulled people behind the curtain. Like a lot of people. So you don't know what it's like to have success as an artist, and then trying to repeat that. Because now you're doing something that is foreign to you because previously you weren't trying to duplicate anything. You were just trying to make the best product.
Understood.
So you stumble upon something that works, and now they're asking you to replicate a moment because music is moments, is feeling. So I can't bring that feeling back.
Understood.
And so I get it, but the artists that push past that, like a Fugees, their second album's incredible.
Right.
It Was Written to Me is one of the best hip hop albums of all time.
Yeah. Love it.
You look at, and I don't know how people categorize this, but I look at the Purple Tape being Ray's second album because the Wu-Tang is the first album.
Okay.
And then you look at Iron Man being Ghost's third album, and that's crazy. Then you look at Supreme Clientele, so it's like Supreme Clientele is so it's so
every I guess group
Biggie's album, second album.
It's situational. It's different.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So where you're going with that, how do you feel about the term one hit wonders, and how do you feel that applies to hip hop guys?
I would love to have one hit. I would love
sure.
to. Like, what?
Yeah,
tour for the rest of your life?
I wish it was a little bit taller.
And you could get 7,500 every night for fucking 57 days out of the year. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's true. Look,
right.
I don't know. Like we all love Keith Murray. He's from our hood.
Right.
We grew up with him. But he only has really, I mean, tell me how many hits that he
That's
does
the
have.
one hit. He has the hit.
Is the most beautiful thing, right?
Oh, what about the song with him and R. Kelly?
No, yeah, the R. Kelly joint. He also had a Just Blaze joint.
Okay.
When he came home.
I shot
All
you.
right. Now hold on.
I shot your verse.
Okay.
The candy. You look like a candy.
Now,
Fatty girl.
Fatty girl.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm leading you down this path, right? Because this is a person that hasn't really dropped a hit in over 30 years, in a sense, but gets booked almost
every weekend.
He's booked all the time.
Every week.
Same thing with Mr. Cheeks and the Lost Boys, like booked
every weekend.
all the time.
Right.
You have these certain amount of records that you could always go back to.
Right. So my question though is, does the term one hit wonder apply to hip hop artists?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
But
if it's a hit, what you're saying is that if it's a hit,
but as far as a hip hop fan, when we listen to projects, we take in the whole thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, yes, an artist might have had one hit on the radio, but 3-4 albums in, those albums are quality and you're still listening to them.
I agree.
Okay,
So that's what I'm saying.
MC Hammer.
Does that?
That's a one hit.
I was just thinking, right? That's a one hit wonder, right?
Here's what,
You couldn't name another MC Hammer.
Whoa. MC Hammer was not a one hit wonder.
He had
several hits. So let's take that right out of here.
All right, what are the hits? Come on.
Too legit to quit?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Turn this mother out.
Turn this mother out?
Can't touch this. The song with the Can You See Her?
Have
you
Adam
seen her?
Family? Yeah.
Word.
Yes, have you seen her?
Come on, man.
Word.
I do hip hop.
Okay,
I've been mistaken.
But what I think what you're trying to say, right, is that based on hip hop, rap music, okay, when a song becomes this hit, for some reason it crosses over what hip hop and rap is.
I'll give you a good
goes
example.
into this where when it becomes a hit,
I'll give you an example.
They're playing it on WBLS.
I'll give you an example.
You know what I mean?
He's got it.
Yeah.
Black Rob Wall.
Oof.
Hit record.
Yeah.
Bro.
Right. After that, he didn't have a hit as big as Whoa.
Yeah.
But he still put out quality record album.
Yeah.
Would we call him a one hit wonder?
No, he was on hits. He was on major hits. You can't call.
What other major hit he was on?
What?
Tell me.
Special Delivery.
Special Delivery. Okay.
Bad Boy this, Bad Boy that. Yeah, I mean, I do hip hop.
Have one hit record.
He was on the Locks record.
24 hours.
Can I live to my last day? Can I live?
Ran out of ammo, started throwing bottles.
Yeah.
That's Puffy.
I mean, but it's his record.
It
He can
is
perform
his
that
record.
record.
It is
Bro,
his record.
All right, listen.
It is
Out
his
of
record.
all the time
What I'm
that
saying,
you and I
listen.
have ever disagreed,
What's the
you
disagreement?
cannot
here?
bring Black Rob up.
But what's the
in
disagreement?
in
Black
the
Rob.
conversation?
No,
Rest in
see,
peace,
not,
in
no.
the
You're
conversation of what
you're
hit.
letting your opinion get in the way of
Okay.
this.
I think. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you
concept
this.
is
Hold on,
good.
let me ask you this.
Yes,
Is
sir.
Chubb Rock a one-hit wonder?
No,
Okay.
no,
See, that's
Treat
what I'm
him
trying to
right
say.
is the only thing you'll ever identify him with.
no.
Go ahead.
That's not me. I'll identify him with what is the oh my god,
Okay.
off the Clockers album. What's it called?
The Crooklyn Dodgers.
Crooklyn Dodgers.
Okay, was that
Uh,
his record? I mean, he was on there with Buckshot.
listen,
I mean, he's part of the Crooklyn Dodgers. I mean,
We
yo, you
perform-
just listen.
we
you just
perform these
said
records.
that Black Rob is on other big records.
Yes.
Right. So
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay,
you know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
so I think
All
we're,
right.
I think where we're going
Well, see,
is that like
does
this
the
one hit
term-
wonder
Look,
thing.
here's
does the
my point.
term one hit wonder apply to hip hop at
CeeLo
all?
is a one-hit wonder. I wish I was a little bit.
What about Rob Bass?
One-hit wonder.
No, Pain.
Bro, Pain,
Oh,
I
damn.
don't give
Yeah,
people
Pain.
say that all the
Pain
time.
was huge.
It was.
Now you know what?
Bro,
Because you wasn't.
you don't like it.
You was on Long Island and you was out in Queens. If you was out in yo, that record came off in the street
Yeah.
parties,
Did
bro.
he even have another album after that?
Absolutely, he did.
Did he?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
he
he
started
did.
talking about weed too.
So the fact that you could debate that Rob Bass is not a one-hit
I'm
wonder.
not the no. That is
Okay.
not what I'm
I'm
debating.
just throwing
Okay.
questions out.
Not
All right.
debating.
Yeah, where are we
that.
going
All
with
right,
this?
let's
Anyway,
get back
so
to Rasheed
what
Chappell.
I'm saying-
Right, we're lost in hip hop.
Do you feel the term one hit wonder applies? And now that we broke it down in that
I
sense,
think-
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, in theory, yes.
Yes.
In theory, yeah, you could be a one-hit wonder, but that doesn't stop people from making quality music. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
So
I think that's where we landed.
Right.
yeah, so both can be true. You can have one hit, and if you can, so I've opened up for Hyro a few times, right?
Cool.
Excuse me, for Souls of Mischief, but the hieroglyphics clue.
Yeah.
And people will say that the hit is 93 till
93
infinity. However, if you're at a show, that's not the case.
Right.
That's not their last song of the night.
Right.
Well,
Right.
because we understand that as real fans, if you're a fan of this group or this artist,
It's right.
you're going
That's my
to
point.
know the other album cuts.
Yeah.
We understand that.
Right.
But in terms of the general public,
Yeah.
if you were to say, even if I were to say to a regular 40, 50-year-old person, you know what Chubb Rock is? They're going to say probably no.
I mean, listen.
But if I say, do you know the song, Treat 'em Right? They're going to say, oh, yeah, I've heard
Well,
that. Okay.
See,
So-
if you go, listen, most people out there aren't music heads at all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when you say general public, when you ask the casual hip hop listener,
Right.
yes, they're gonna say "Treat 'em Right" is how they know Chubb Rock.
Or can't touch this. This is MC Hammer. You know.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I get
So
that.
we've been debating with just other guests on the show of what the definition of a one-hit wonder was, and does it define hip hop music? I think when it becomes this in a sense hit, I just think that it crosses over
Yeah, I agree.
past like what
Yeah.
we consider the hit. Like, and I've said this before, you're never gonna have a number one record on the radio ever again like a song "Quiet Storm."
Yeah, or
Okay.
Right.
It ain't hard to tell or something like that. Yeah,
Okay,
Cream.
Right.
And based on that is that for it to be a hit, where everybody's playing it, it has to cross over into this other genre where
For sure.
BLS would be playing it type
For
of
sure.
thing, BLI, whatever the fuck, right?
Right.
And that's all. Look, back to Rasheed Chappell, okay? This is great hip hop conversation. We can keep going forever.
Yes, sir.
Everybody talks about the top fives and this and that. I wanted to know, just because I understand how confident you are as an artist, is just when the nerves kicked in, and you're saying that this is the only nervous time.
Well, that
Right.
that entire night actually, at Lord Finesse's party, because after
You're with
that,
Rakim.
yeah,
Give
so
him a hug.
you're right. So I
Yeah.
give him a hug,
Yeah.
tell him what he's
Yeah.
meant to me.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking to the back, Mr. Walt is there, and he's like, "Yo, this shit was dope. We got to do work."
Yeah.
And DJ OG from Digging in the Crates is
Cool.
there, and he's like, "Yo, O want to meet you." And this is OC. So I'm meeting OC and Rakim in the same night.
Wow.
And it's like, I have an infinite amount of respect for OC as an artist. I've gotten to know him as a person. And it's just like that particular night, I was like, yo, I can't fucking believe this. Like, I can't even believe this is happening.
For sure.
And fast forward to Trophies. OG is reaching out to me. He's like, O wants to talk to you. Like, take O's number. And I'm like, yeah, I'll text him. He's like, nah, give him a call. And I'm like, nah, I'll shoot him a text, whatever case. Cause I'm like, this is fucking OC.
Yeah.
And so,
bro, I was the same way with G-Rap in the beginning. I couldn't talk to him on the phone. I was when he's like, yo, call me, Menza. I'd be like,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And so I'm out for, so I forget the first single he did a show somewhere and he did an interview. And he said in the interview that the only two new artists that he listened to were Kendrick Lamar and Rasheed Chappell, right? It was like some viral shit that went. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Where's that clip at?
It's somewhere. And I'm like, yo, this is wild. Like, this is crazy.
That is.
So I thanked them via text, right? I thanked them via text. And OG called me and he was like, hold on. And he put O on the phone. And O was like, yo, that Future Before Nostalgia, I listened to that shit a lot. That really got me in the mindset for this Apollo Brown album. I'm like, yo, I appreciate it, man. The single is dope. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. Fucking got off the phone. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So the album comes out. I'm listening to the album. I get to like, I think Nautica, like song 6 or 7. And I'm like, fuck it. Let me call him. And I call him. I say, yo, I'm halfway through the album and the shit is incredible. He was like, yo, do me a favor. Listen to the whole shit. Call me back. So I'm like, okay. So I go for a run. I'm out jogging and shit. And I call him and we talked the first time on the phone for like maybe 2.5 hours.
Wow.
And he's telling me what he thinks about me, about us working together, how he was going to do a song with Nas, but Nas didn't come to the studio. And just giving me all of these jewels, bro.
Wow. I can picture that.
Yeah. And I'm just like, now I'm walking. I stop jogging. I'm walking. I'm just like, yo, like I'm on the fucking phone with OC, yo. I stole this tape and I'm on it's crazy.
Right. That is great to hear. And it's great to hear that moment and that name is OC because it's not the everyday name.
Right. To me, he's one of those forgotten jewels. Like people forget his impact and what he was when, you know what I'm saying? Man has a record with Jay-Z, bro. We forget that shit.
And Jay is only doing the hook.
Yeah.
Because O was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah. Big L, of course, all that. Like, so
Fat Joe.
Yeah.
Really cool to hear. We're Lost in Hip Hop. We're sponsored by UN Athletics. We're live Wednesdays from 9 to 11. DJ Concept, DJ Mickey Knox.
For sure.
Mr. Menza, and our good friend of the family, Rasheed Chappell, in here giving us some stories that we've never heard before.
Oh, I got
dropping
some shit, man.
jewels,
I can tell you some things, man.
Yeah, give me something. Instead of me just give me something random, bro.
It's so much shit that I've been blessed. I have hip hop has given me a lot, man. I have no problems with hip hop at all.
There are some people that feel like hip hop, it's like a gift and a curse. It's like, did hip hop save your life or did hip hop ruin your life? There's a lot of people out there that the love for this culture and being so loyal to it and sticking to it has actually hurt them in life because they didn't expand and go to other things that they could have been probably better off financially, but they stayed so loyal to this culture that it was a detriment. Would you say that you would be the same place in life in the sense of like success, maybe, like if it wasn't for hip hop?
I mean, then my whole life would have to be different, right? So it would have to be, if I didn't see what I saw growing up that make me want to do this, that would have had to be different. Like my parents would have had not to been on drugs,
right?
Like my mom would have not have gone to prison. Like all that shit would have had to happen before we get to hip hop. Like I said, I started writing 14.
Gotcha.
So prior to that, it was always music. And one of the things that I credit my mom immensely for is her love for music. So I've said this on every podcast. If she had kept her record collection, I would have never met y'all because we would have been fucking rich. I'd have been selling it. Like she had everything. She had everything on vinyl. Wow. So we would have never met. And it would have been different in that way. And then my dad was into the jazz and the old soul and shit like that. So I was getting music from everywhere. But this was always my path. Like it was always front and center. It was always in front of the crowd. That was always going to be my path, whether it be, I don't know, Nation of Islam, it'd be this, I don't know what it would have been, but it was always kind of this way.
Understood. When you performed, you get like a certain rush? Like, is it a power rush, adrenaline rush? Like, what is it when you know you're rocking the crowd? That's like it's like a what is it, like endorphins or whatever the fuck it is? Like, you walk off stage, you know you just killed it. Like,
that's when I think about it, but not in the moment. I don't like when you're in it. It's like you're in it. Like I don't think about it till after, and you're like, oh yeah, I did good.
Yeah.
Like we with the last show. What was the last show we did? I think the last show we did was in Philly, with a Hyro, and it was the first time. Was this the first? This was the first show that Parks and I did together, where he was the DJ for me, and you know, we rehearsed it, you know, but it went very smooth, and I was like, you know, yeah, it was good. I like that. Like, so, but you know, because my name is my name, I don't go into character on stage. If anything, I'm more exposed on stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's me.
Yeah.
Giving you me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go into character. I'm actually giving you
I
me.
get it. You can hide in the booth a little bit. Yeah, I get it.
So I curate the songs for stage that, you know, a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
We've been around so many artists that are like this animal in a booth, but then when they get on stage, they're timid.
So,
or
which leads to,
they're not good in the booth,
but great on the stage.
But when they get on the stage, it's like
which leads. Who is there? Anyone you seen perform where you were just like, yo?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. 2010 was it? 2010, Rock the Bells, right? So you talk about a crazy moment. So I think it was Kenny Dope's 40th birthday party. Mm-hmm. We're at some spot, some fucking boat basin in New Jersey. And it's DJ Dummy, who's Common's DJ, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Clark Kent. It's the who's of DJs is there celebrating his birthday. And we're at Jones Beach, and this is the year that Wu-Tang got into it with Slaughterhouse and all. So it's that year. And Common comes on stage with Dummy, and I know Dummy, so I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great, right?
Yeah.
Common comes on stage with a pair of shorts, basketball shorts, t-shirt, some fucking the first Yeezys, and he destroys it.
Bro, I am such a communist, so dope, bro.
I mean, absolutely destroys it, and I'm like, and he stepped off stage for like 2 minutes, and he let Dummy do this routine where he did the 10 Crack Commandments backwards. Yeah. It was fucking crazy. Incredible. But then, you know, fucking, I see Wu. Yeah. You know, like I've seen Wu. I've been on stage with Wu-Tang. Yeah. Watching him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Like I've seen fucking, there was this thing when we were in high school, it was called Hood Shock. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It only happened one time. It was on Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard. And I got to see Big Pun, free concert. Oh, wow. Big Pun, Biggie. Who else did I see that day? The Fugees hosted it. And I remember they said, yo, we got Dougie Fresh and we got KRS-One, and the people booed. Like, we don't want to hear it. They booed. Both of those guys came on stage and fucking killed it. Like killed it. Dougie beatbox brought out Little Vicious. They had us singing Lottie Dottie while it was crazy. KRS it. So I've just seen Hyro destroy it. Yeah. I've seen a ton of people, bro.
No, that's dope. Why would anybody boo?
We're young, stupid. Bro.
Yeah, that's out of control. That's the shit that.
Well, remember last year they booed Red and Meth at the Hot 97 Summer.
Yeah, they're bugging. Yo, I seen the Summer Jam lineup, and shout out to 38 Spesh who was on it.
Oh wow, yes,
yeah, was on the Summer Jam lineup. There was a rant I guess Flex got into the other day that somebody was telling me about. I didn't hear it, so of course it's hearsay to me. But apparently it was along the lines of like, from now on going forward, the Summer Jam headliner is going to only be from New York. And when I was told that, I said, can we really say that can be the case? Because the money, you know, depends. That's whoever's pushing the money, the artist, that's who's going to be opening. But this year, apparently, there is a lot of New York artists on the
I saw that
on the Summer Jam. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, is New York getting a better? Are we having more representation than when we have it in the past?
Did you think about it? So we have 7 we could do for the next 7 years headliners. Right. If we look at what Mass Appeal just did, right?
For sure.
So they've positioned all 7 of those artists, AZ being 8 now, to be a headliner at a Summer Jam.
Yeah.
You know, to bring that demographic back to Summer Jam.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
You know,
so shout out to David from Ewing Athletics, and shout out to Ewing. You know, David is AZ's manager for the.
I need David and AZ.
Yeah. So we are privileged to some of that behind the scenes info, and it is really dope how the AZ and Nas thing has finally formulated after so many years. And we won't get into it because it's like, you know, behind
we
the
see
scenes
it,
shit.
but we see it.
But the fact is like what you see there is as genuine of 2 friends deciding to do business as you can find in this business.
Yeah.
Because either one of them didn't have to do it.
Agreed.
So to see that and knowing like some of the stuff, like I said, is just really, really dope for hip hop. We love what Mass Appeal does is a varsity version of what DCM does, if you want to call us the JV.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because we were the first company.
Yeah.
And I will say this right. I don't give a fuck. Anybody can
say it with your chest. Go ahead, man.
In 2011 and 12, we researched certain QBM artists. And people thought we were crazy, literally thought we were out of our minds and that we were having some midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And when the verses came in COVID and then the Locks and Dipset went to MSG, it then became a actual cool thing to reach back and go for these legends.
Of course.
And then years later, now you see Mass Appeal as a full blown legends label. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they did that, is there, and let's say, was there anyone off of that roster you thought should have been on there, or someone you would have added to that?
Rakim, that would be it.
Yeah,
good call.
Yeah, I mean, I could see, you know, the connection between Nas and G Rap. I could have saw G Rap. That would have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Listen, G Rap is our client, and believe me, it has been talked about, but it can't.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah,
but
Nas
you just
brought G Rap out
for the 50th. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. At Yankee Stadium, and say, like, in other words, he said, "You think I'm the greatest? No, this is the greatest of all time."
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Do you think? I mean, maybe not the greatest of all time, but where do you rank G Rap?
Oh, he's part of my hip hop DNA also. I don't. You know, I said earlier somebody's in my top 5. I really don't have a top 5 or a top 10, but G Rap is somebody that I listen to 4, 5, 6 often. That album.
Me too.
That for me is that album.
You know, as far as like polished and when everything was in pocket, even though not Emeritus, I forget the other album. That came out maybe 6 years ago. Can't think of it right now.
Road to Riches.
No, the recent one.
Yeah,
it was that we had a hand in. You talking about the one that fucking Domingo did?
Maybe.
No, I think.
Okay, you're talking about the one before that. That Super Dave
He's talking about it.
No, I'm saying, but that's Road to Riches.
That's what the name of the album.
Road to Riches is the one that has the Super Dave joints on the fucking.
It looks like a painted
Rick
cover.
Ross was on it. Was on that album.
Return of the Dawn. That's the Moss album.
That's the Moss album. Okay, very good.
So. Yeah, Cool G Rap he's up there.
Understood.
Know?
See, I never knew who 38 Spesh was until he produced the Son of G Rap album. Mm-hmm. That's when I learned who 38 Spesh was.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you know, we talk about this all the time, but like that's really the start of his career. Like that's what made his career was producing an album. I truly feel that way. But G Rap has always been the one that like if you could get the feature from him or if he's on your album, like it's gonna stand out. He even did it for Mobb Deep, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
You know, like that song with Mobb Deep on that album set that album off. So anyway, G Rap's one of the greatest of ever. Who else? Obviously, the Jay-Z's, the Nas, the Biggies, the Tupacs, and you said OC, but like, give me some obscure name that like you feel doesn't get enough credit.
We mentioned Common, AZ. I think AZ is incredible.
Okay, here's a good question. We talked about this a lot. Does AZ outshine Nas on Life's a Bitch?
Oh yeah, we did.
I don't know if he does it on Life's a Bitch, but on the Firm album, AZ went crazy on that album.
Understood.
On the
but we've been having this like sick comment because to me, I've never heard that. and I don't agree. But lately, people have said
it was an amazing, you know, it was an amazing introduction. Is it as good as Nas's verse on Live at the Barbecue? You know what I mean? Saying where it's like
introduction,
that, like as far as an introduction, the first time you hear somebody's voice,
good call.
Like I do this, Menza.
Yeah.
I love hip hop.
That's why we talking about
like
it.
so it's like that type of intro. You could and this is why hip hop is funny. Like because I remember when people were saying, "Oh, Lupe is the next Nas," and the first time I heard Lupe was on the Kanye West record, and I'm like, "Touch the Sky," and I'm like. You know, not that it was a bad, but you know, like it's a completely different vibe of record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, so it just AZ killed Back to the Life's a Bitch. He absolutely killed that. Something must have got in us because all of us were sent it. Like
yeah. Nas to me at this point, you know, with the Hip Boy records and the recent, you know, his drops in recent years is just how can you debate that he's not the greatest ever?
I won't.
Yeah,
right.
A lot of people would, but you know, I feel like this run in the last like 5 years, and then of course with his executive stuff, and there's like things with the NBA Hall of Fame that like sometimes people make it into the NBA Hall of Fame, unlike other Hall of Fames, because of the things that they did off the court. So I look at it like in the same way. It's like if you want to have the debate between lyrics and songs and hits and this and that with Nas or Jay-Z or anybody else, but what he's done in the last 5 years, like I think solidifies him as the greatest ever, bro.
I have. So this is where I go back and forth. I don't think I've ever heard anybody rap better than Black Thought. I don't think I've heard anybody rap better than Black Thought.
Nice.
Okay. I don't think there's been anybody that I've felt more than when Nas is on from my lived experience.
Okay.
You know, sixth floor, looking through the like. There's nobody that when they rhyme, I feel it more than Nasir Jones.
Yeah, I agree.
But there's this other guy by the name of Dennis Coles, Ghostface Killer, that when Ghost is ghosting,
forget it.
There's certain people that I know, whomever thinks they're nice. If Ghost and Black Thought is in a room and there's a microphone and there's 10 other MCs and these guys are go. I think a lot of people would be hesitant to be the third guy on the mic.
For sure. Ghost.
That's a good point.
Ghost. You know. What's your favorite Ghostface album?
So, Don't Kill Me. I didn't hear Supreme Clientele till like maybe 2015, 16, somewhere around there. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it. And I'm driving back. My love for hip hop, DJ Eclipse, my manager. We're down at the Kennedy Center in DC at a hip hop show.
He's your manager now?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eclipse. I love that guy. Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah.
And we're down there. I get to see Roxanne Shante. I get to see all these fucking acts I used to watch on Video Music Box.
Bird.
And I'm driving back, and somebody had mentioned something about Ghostface. I'm like, let me listen to Supreme Clientele. It's a 3.5 hour ride back from DC. I listened to that shit for 3.5 hours, and I was like, yo, this is absolutely fucking bonkers, bro. I cannot believe I missed this album.
It's everything that everyone said it was.
It's everything.
Right.
How old are you?
49.
You're 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. To not hear that album.
Yeah, and I was outside.
I never fucked a groupie.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen to Supreme Clientele until 2015.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Incredible information.
Yeah, I've had a great
Lost in Hip Hop.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. Like Ghost when he is ghosting is like almost like unbeatable.
It's crazy.
The mic presence.
Crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And I often wonder, like, why is it that MCs can't do that every single time?
You've never had you know how hard it is. Like you hear like you find any sport.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get up for the next game.
Yeah.
Like you've had such a fucking
you can't
high.
drop 50 every game.
You know, it's crazy. Yeah. Like it's crazy.
What is the song? Because I always forget the one song, but when he's like, both hands, like it's the joint where it's where
Mighty Healthy.
Mighty Healthy.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
See, I would put that in the conversation of the greatest rap songs ever, like top 3 type
One.
of thing.
Whoa,
So here's a good question.
Unbelievable.
Right. Like what would you say? So my son's 20, right? And I put on Shook Ones, and I'll be like, this is the greatest rap song ever. Right?
Yeah.
Shook Ones
really is
not the greatest rap song ever. And if not, tell me which one it is, because you can't. If you were on a desert island and a native was like, what's hip hop? What would you play them?
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah,
that's a great question.
To show the person who's never even heard hip hop before, to give them that. This is what hip hop is. What song would you play them?
Run's House.
But yeah, I was definitely thinking 80s.
Listen, Run's flow on Run's House.
Who's that?
A truer name with a cooler name, like crazy. And then DMC. I went to John Jay University. Like it's a great record. It's a great record.
Well,
maybe Reminisce Over You.
Yeah, I mean, what an amazing hip hop song. Yes.
Maybe Reminisce Over You.
Where does Pete Rock rank in the producer conversation?
You know what's so funny? A producer had recently asked me about doing an album together. And he was asking me what type of beats am I looking for? And am I looking for like Pete Rock type? And I really don't follow producers that way. So
that's an interesting question. Are you ever looking for some sound?
No.
Okay. Because I hate that. Like I actually hate that question. Yeah. When we are inquiring about producer, why would I be looking? Send me something dope, bro. Yeah. Like, all right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, so I don't. Play it. What you got?
Yeah.
And so I don't really follow producers in that way, because it's like, and Concept brought it up, the producers that I worked with, you would think so. But they just happen. I just happen to be in a proximity of these guys that are known for their production. But, like Mickey Blue, he's not Spesh, as far as name recognition, but I vibe with the music.
Right.
So I did the project. Recognize Real, who I did 15 Minutes in Queens with an EP. I was vibing with the music. I just rocked out with the music. I knew I had the Buckwild album coming and the Archetype album coming, but I fuck with this, and I did the project. So I don't really follow producers like that. But Pete Rock, Straighten It Out, Reminisce Over You, The World Is Yours, the shit he did with I, the fucking Don't Smoke Rock album with fucking Dizza, crazy.
Yeah, that is a good.
Like he got a lot of fire joints, a lot of the fucking Rather Unique.
Easy.
He's got an incredible resume.
His first album, like the full album.
Oh yeah.
So we have a constant debate, I guess you would say, right? Like there's everybody's opinion on producers. Is Alchemist, has he, like, as of late, become the greatest ever? Has he surpassed everybody?
I haven't so I haven't really consumed a lot of Alchemist projects. Like I haven't, I'm familiar with Larry June. I'm familiar with I forget the other brother's name.
Currency.
No, not Currency. Not Larry June. What's the other guy's name?
Jay Worthy.
Not Jay Worthy.
Earl Sweatshirt.
No, not Earl Sweatshirt.
You're renaming everybody.
We can name like 45 people right now.
Freddie Gibbs.
Oh my God. Tall, Boldy James.
Boldy.
So I heard the Freddie Gibbs albums, incredible Alfredo.
Yeah.
So I haven't really consumed a lot of it. So I really can't give an honest opinion.
Okay, so then, right, my opinion is DJ Premier is the greatest ever. There's not even a question, and it's just hands down for many different reasons. But as of late, Alchemist is being thrown into this conversation because of what he's been doing as of late. I mean, he's been producing.
I don't know if as
the
of late,
biggest, the
because
best,
he's
bro.
always been producing the biggest and the
I
best.
mean,
Not
years.
Bro, stop it.
But
Come on.
all right,
Stop
fine,
it.
fine,
But this
fine,
is what I
fine.
say. Like, so we're in a contact sport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I say this guy is a legend, but I'm better than him now,
Yeah.
He could still be a legend,
Yeah.
and I could be better than him now, especially if we're both still active.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, if I'm putting out better quality than he is now, I'm not saying I'm better all time. Like when we're done, then you can debate that. But right now, I very well may be better than this guy because I'm better. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharper.
It's that that's the same shit happened with Meth and Joe Budden, fucking like Ed Lover or whatever. Somebody said like, but is Joe Budden better than Meth now? Ed Lover was like, no. Like,
but what about RZA?
Yeah.
So for RZA to do Wu-Tang, then to do Purple Tape, then to do Iron Man, then to do Liquid Swords, then to do like
he's got to be in.
And then where do we put Marley Marl, who did it first?
Right.
You know, who did Kane, who did G-Rap, who did Rakim, who did fucking Shantae, who did Craig G, Master 8.
Yeah.
Like, so there's a lot of guys that have put in the work, you know, as far as, and then these guys, you know, we're standing on the shoulders of, like, when people compare me to Nas or something, like, yeah, because I get to fucking watch Nas.
Right.
I get so yeah, like I get to study him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
For sure.
So yeah, like
if you come after the person, you know,
you really gotta go.
Yeah.
If you're coming after somebody, you really gotta go.
Yeah.
And you know, the quantity of music that Alchemist has been putting out compared to how labels had it structured back in the day, where you couldn't put out as much music. Like that blueprint, fantastic. Buckwild talks about it all the time. And the fact that these records are resonating with people in these pockets, then you get all praise to them.
No doubt. Well, listen, man. We are Lost in Hip Hop. We're live on Twitch. The full episode will be on YouTube, DCM Live TV.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff we could talk about, man. You're a connoisseur in this stuff. Like, I want to know now, like in terms of present day, what do we have to look forward coming from you?
Hopefully Mayhem Loren sends me this verse and we can finally get this fucking song done.
He's underrated too.
He's super great guy. Yeah. Shout out to Action Bryson. Congratulations on the release. The new project should be coming out. I think next week we go in to do like the final mix.
Nice.
So you know, we just putting a game plan together. This one is really special to me. Shouts to Frank G and Rhodes Art who produced the entire project. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff that's on the record. Shout out to I'm not playing. Shout out to Fat Sean that's on the record. Shout out to Fillmore Green.
Fillmore doing cool things.
Fillmore is he's a beast.
He just did a joint with Eric Sermon.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah. During the days of the XXL freshman thing, were you ever considered? Did you ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I've heard that before.
Yeah. I've had hip hop has been good too, and I want to clear this up too. A lot of people talk about like this division between the newer guys, the older guys, and shit like that. I've gotten love from the legends the moment I stepped into the game. The Lord Finesses, the OCs, the Clark Kents, and I did come in through Kenny, but they showed love from day one. And also, I've never had any problem being from Jersey and New York.
Yeah,
I've never.
I guess I can understand. Yeah, for sure.
But I hear people feel like, you know, like there was some, like where I grew up, I could literally be from my front door to 42nd Street like in 13 minutes, no traffic.
I got you.
But it's like, yo, like if Rakim said it ain't where you from is where you at. If you nice, you nice.
Absolutely, bro. Listen, the New York Giants play
facts and the Jets.
Okay, in New Jersey
and the Jets.
All right, and everybody's like, they're not the New York Giants. It's in New Jersey. Out of here, bro. You could literally walk from the fucking stadium right to
the tunnel.
But yo, bro, a lot of good shit, man. A lot of great news, information. What time is it right now? Do we want to keep rolling here?
I got time. What we doing?
Well, look,
give them the app. Put it on Patreon.
You know what I mean? So hey, that's a good point.
Yeah,
like with all of this discovery, digital and streaming and everything, are you one of these purists that are like, fuck these streaming agencies, we're not getting paid the right way. I want to go direct to consumer. I want to identify with my super fan, and I just want to sell directly to them.
I'm not a purist in that sense. I'm a purist in the sense of the art, but I do feel like a lot of artists feel that we should definitely be compensated more for what we do.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan. There's a slave master type of mentality that, you know, I really struggle with as it pertains to the music, that I'm creating it. It's from my pain. It's from my passion. And then someone else gets to, or even that I have to give it to someone or have a critique from someone that didn't go through this. Like, so it's a lot of different layers as it pertains to that.
Yeah.
And then like the streaming, like it should be 1 for 1.
You know, we listen, I sat down with Leo Cohen, the man, the global president of YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very brief meeting. It was in his office in the Google building.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he broke everything down. Taught me something that I never knew before, and it changed my life. But he said, you have one question. Ask me anything, right? And I said, how do I increase the ratio of when somebody clicks on a video and bringing it past 3 clicks per 1 cent? And he was like, I've never been asked that question before. It's very unique. He goes, I can tell you this. If you build a subscription-based platform, you will get rich.
Yep.
So, and that was it. He ended the meeting like abruptly. He's like, that's it, gentlemen, time to go, right? Now, afterwards, me and Eric Sermon were sitting there at lunch and Bernard, and he's like, yo, what just happened? Like, did you ask the wrong thing? And he just kicked us out of the office.
Right, yeah.
No, what he was saying basically was, as we worry about what we're getting paid on a stream per click, which is on YouTube and on Spotify, you need to have 3 views before you make a penny.
Yeah.
Okay. But the views and the penny isn't what we're focusing on. When I asked this was 2018. So here we are 8 years later, 2026. And I can't watch a goddamn basketball game without subscribing to something, a subscription-based platform.
Yeah.
You know, YouTube being what he's the president of is hosting the Grammys in 2 years. So I say all that to say, right? Like, we have to deal with the necessary evil, which is these streaming companies. But knowing the fact that these subscription-based companies are raping us more, we thought we were leaving cable. To go to streaming apps. Oh, cable's raping us. We're paying $200 a month for 75 channels we don't use. Guess what?
Yeah.
You're paying $600 a month now
for
just
channels.
to watch the exact ones you want to use. Okay?
Yeah.
So that advice was incredible. I say that to say, like, this digital technology we have to deal with. It does suck that we only get paid a penny for every 3 views, but direct to consumer is the way to go. And if we can build these subscribers, like you just said, Patreon. I mean, I know people making shit tons of money on Patreon. Joe Budden's doing $900K a month.
I'm with Parks every Wednesday. What up, Parks?
Crazy.
Okay. And with that,
my man,
I say we sign off. Yo, you have been a great interview, bro.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate.
I'm a pretty good leg.
For sure.
I was on a run, like you said.
On a run.
Yo, Lost in Hip Hop, DJ Concept, DJ Mickey Knox, Lyrical Assassin, Rasheed Chappell.
Project City, what
YouTube. Up? Yeah, man. Give us any type of shout out you want. Your plugs, where we get you at. You know what I mean? All that.
To my glasses plug. These is Dita frames. Go look that up. Just everybody that supported from day one, man. I appreciate you. More music to come. Like, I feel fucking young. I feel invigorated with it. I love this shit.
Are you
bro.
inspired?
I've never lost it, bro. Spark is never. It's burning.
I know there's a Little Vic album that's not yet come out.
I'm gonna play it for you as soon as we.
I need to hear some shit. All right, Lost in Hip Hop every Wednesday night. Shout out to you in athletics. Peace.